Okay, hello. Um, so, I think Chloe's sleeping. We have this book here. It's How Rich People Think. And we're just gonna talk about how rich people think. Because I feel like it's pretty simple. So, what I've read so far, I like. And it's gonna be. Um, so, the critical thinking question: do you believe you have what it takes to be rich? Absolutely. I absolutely believe that I have what it takes to be rich. But there's one thing that I've been working on, and the main challenge is getting stronger and feeling stronger, right? The main reason why I want to be stronger is because I want to know, I want to have 110% confidence that I'm physically capable of handling any problems that happen in my life. I'm physically capable to take on any challenges in business and in life, whatever it may be. That's the first thing I really want, because a strong body is a strong mind. So that's the first thing that, because if I imagine myself as a rich person, um, not just in terms of money, but physically rich, I'll be very healthy. I'll be very lean. I will be stronger. I would just physically like beautiful, right? Um, just for today, keep telling yourself that making money is simple and notice how it makes you feel. My way of making money currently is very simple. It's so fucking simple, but my brain likes to overcomplicate it and self-sabotage and step in my own way. But making money is so simple, because I'm going to explain how simple it is right now. I have a system. I have a system that is golden. This system works like beautiful, right? Just have to wake up, have the accounts, have the Top Step account, have it funded, and then run that funded through the back test that I have. All I gotta do is wait for the system to fire off, boop, press a button, and just do that about 100 times. Because per month, the average trade per month is around 30 to 40 trades per month. I just have to press that button 30 to 40 times following my system, and I can make up to 5 to 10 grand in a month. It's that fucking simple. That's how simple making money is. And I actually really like this quote because my mind tends to overcomplicate things and it's just self-sabotage. But literally, just tell yourself that making money is simple, because it's actually super simple. And especially when you tell yourself that money is simple, your brain discovers ways to make it simple. Like, I just made it super simple for myself. I just have to wake up, follow the system, press a button at like for a full month, and I can have 5 to 10k just in that month. In 1 month, I can have 5 to 10k just by pressing one button. It's that fucking simple. So that's the first thing that we read in the book. Right here we have it highlighted. I'm just reviewing old books that I used to read. The next one that I like was, on a scale of 1 to 7, 7 being most optimistic, how optimistic are you? If your score was less than 7, how much is it costing you? I gave my score a 5. Alright, so it's a score of 1 out of 7. I gave my score a 5 because I'm a very optimistic person. I always see the good in people and I see the good in myself. I see potential in everyone else around me. Everyone has good potential. And I'm primarily optimistic because I know the future. I know in the future that everything will be okay. Like, even when we die, everything will be okay. And we always knew that it was going to be okay, but our brain likes to complicate things and suffer for no reason. I always knew in the long run that everything would be okay. and that I would be rich, I would be strong, I would be successful, and I would have my own family and take care of everyone around me. But on days where for example, if I'm lazy, or if I sleep in, or if I don't do the things that I know I should have done that day, those are the days where I become a pessimistic person, and like I almost manifest losing because I'm not doing the things that I know I should be doing. And those days are tough days because, it just feels like it breaks momentum and you lose your momentum. But the important part is how fast you can bounce back from those losing days, or those pessimistic days, and bounce back into being an optimistic person. Just keeping it simple. Life is so simple. You just have to organize your shit and do what you want to do. But the thing is a problem. The problem is the distractions in today's society, like the level of distractions. It's all there. But I have the choice whether I want to indulge in those distractions, because nobody's putting a gun to my head to procrastinate. Nobody's putting a gun to my head to be lazy or scroll social media or do all of the things that I know I shouldn't be doing. Nobody's putting a gun to my head. I'm willingly choosing to do that. The good days are when I'm willingly choosing to do everything I know that I should be doing, and I do those things. That's when I feel confident. That's when I'm on top of the world. But when I decide to do the things that I know I shouldn't be doing, that's when the pessimistic version of me kicks in, and I don't want that version anymore. I've completely, I would probably say I'm 80% there of killing that old version of myself, because I just don't want that for my life anymore. I want a completely different life. Not completely different, but I want to grow and improve more than I already have. So make a decision today to become a world-class optimist. A world-class optimist. How do you make that decision? Well, I feel like reading this book over and over, or just reading the books that I've already read over and over again, and just going through it reinforces that mental clarity. Because even when I'm reading these books, I can think of a time in the past when I did read these books, and how organized and how focused I was in life when I was reading these books. So if I continue to just go through them and read them, I can come back stronger of being organized and focused, which I absolutely love. So let's find another one. Do you believe being rich creates more opportunities or more problems? I believe that it creates both, right? Because you have more money, more problems, first of all, but more opportunities. When you're at $0 and you have to pay bills, you're in a mindset of survival, right? You need money. You need money to pay bills. You need money to pay rent and pay food, pay for your car. You need money, so you're in survival mode. But when you have more money, let's say you have around 20K, that 20K mark I found is a completely different mind shift, even 10K. Because when you have more money, you're no longer in survival mode. You no longer, I need to pay bills. You're in a mindset of opportunity. All right, I have 20K. I have more room to do things. I have more room to find opportunities, right? I can go explore. I can go learn something new because I have that extra resources with me. So the difference from having $0 and no money is much better when you have 20K in the bank, 10K in the bank, because you become an opportunist. You're looking for opportunities. You want to travel. You want to learn something new, right? So even when you find those opportunities, you're going to naturally find more problems. Life will always give you problems. Once you solve one problem, a new problem comes, and you have to solve that problem. Especially for a man, my life is going to be endless problems that need to be solved. And the better I can solve those problems, the faster and the better I can, you know, like move on to the next problem, the better person I'm going to become for not only myself but for my family. Make a list of things you would do if you were a millionaire. The things I would do if I was a millionaire. First of all, if I was a millionaire, the structure would be the same. The routine would be the same. Definitely the mornings would never change. I would wake up at the same time. I would meditate. I would exercise. I would get my work done. And that's how the workflow would go, because the early bird gets the worm. You wake up, you meditate, you exercise, you eat right, and then you get your work done. Then around 12, around lunchtime, your energy levels naturally decrease and your willpower naturally decreases. So around that time, you reset. Maybe go outside, get some sun, go for a swim, do like a light activity or something to refresh and replenish your brain and your mind and your body. And then after lunch is over, you pick up that energy again and you get back to work. That's exactly what I would do. I would produce more work on my cash flow businesses, and then maybe, like 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours of that, meetings, working with teams, building systems, and just reviewing stuff, like reviewing my systems and optimizing for more success. That's when you spend time with your family. That's when you kind of relax and shut everything down for the day and reset your mind. Spend time with the wife, spend time with the kids, and make sure that they're taken care of. Because I don't want to be that rich person that only does work. It's work, 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 and has no time for family. Of course, yeah, I want like conquest, I want multiple children, and like I want a lot of things for my life, but the main thing is taking care of myself and my family, because that's where all of this stems from, right? You need resources to have a family. So if I was a millionaire, it wouldn't change much. Like, money would not change me. I would still do the same thing. I'd still be the same person. I would definitely be a little bit more cocky, but that's just, I've always been this way. I've never changed. Basically, money would not change me. I would just use it for good. I know I would use it for good. And I was saying this earlier. I would want a family and a house, like in a low-key area, kind of away from the city, but I would come back to the city to help people. And like, I've always had dreams of, like, when I was little, I've always wanted to help homeless people, but I've always known they're addicted to drugs, so I don't want to just give them money, but I actually want to help them and like grow their mindset and grow them physically and actually change their life, not just give them money for drugs, but actually change somebody's life. That's a dream of mine that I would like to accomplish. And also help people in a way that like teach them about the ways that I've improved over my life, right? If I can go through the experiences of improving my life and getting to the goals and like achieving everything I've wanted to do, and it's there in physical proof, I'm living the reality, I would want to go to other people that aren't there yet and help them achieve that. So I would say that's my dream, because my purpose is quite simple. I've clearly defined my purpose as of right now. It's get stronger every day, make more money every week, and take care of my family. That's my purpose. But my dream is to help other people achieve their purpose. Holy full circle moment. I have my purpose, and then my dream is to help others achieve their purpose. Let's read this next one. Critical thinking question. How much time do you invest in increasing your ability to earn more money compared to the time you spend watching television or surfacing the internet? This is exactly what I was saying. When I do things that I know I shouldn't be doing, like wasting time watching YouTube or doom scrolling, versus using that time to work and actually progress my life, those are the shit days. But when I'm progressing my life, those are the best days. Decide to double your income in the next 2 to 5 years. You don't have to know how to do it yet. The first step is to decide to make it happen. Bro, I'm about to double my income in this month, December and January. By the end of December, I'm hoping that it can look good, because by December 31st, I want that 5K payout. I'm coming for that 5K payout. And it's so simple. I've made it so simple. The system is gold. The system works. That's not an issue. To keep it simple, you wake up on time, you do what you need to do, you follow your morning routine, and you just press that button. For a full month, you just press that button, and you're likely to press that button around 30 to 40 times. And if you can just wake up, follow your routine, and press that button every single day around 30 to 40 times per month, that can equal to doubling your income, tripling, quadrupling your income. Because that's a 5K max payout right there, just waking up every day and pressing that button when it says it's time to press that button. That's actually how simple it is. And if you can rewatch this video, Kai, or if you can play this video every morning, just to keep it simple. Remember, making money is so simple. You don't need to complicate it anymore, because you already have so much skill. You already have so much knowledge. You've been studying this for 2 to 3 years. You've been hustling. You've been making money ever since you were a young teenager. You know what you're doing. You know how to do it. You're not like these other average people. You were born for more. I'm legit the chosen person. I'm the chosen one. Just keep it simple. And you can double your income by keeping it simple, because money flows to you simply. Money flows to me so easily. I just need to remain in that frequency and keep it simple. Even when I'm reselling or hustling, I keep it simple. I buy one product, I flip it. I buy 2 products, I flip it. I buy 3 products, I flip it. I buy 4 products, reinvest it, flip it. Buy it, sell it, reinvest it. Buy it, sell it, reinvest it. Bro, it's so simple. Buy it, sell it, reinvest it. That was my entire strategy for 3 months, and I ran up 10 bands from that. I made 10K off of buying, selling, and reinvesting for 3 months. Buying, selling, and reinvesting 3 months. I ran 10K. It's so simple. It's the same thing with trading. You wake up, you press that button when it says to press that button, and over a month, you've probably pressed the button around 30 to 40 times, and you've made 5 to 10 bands. Just like that, bro. That's just disgusting. You are way smarter than you know you are. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna show you guys something. This right here. I found this in the gym, and I love this. It says, "You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." This doesn't only apply for me, but it applies to everyone who's ever gonna watch this video. That you have more potential than you believe. So, what would you love to do for a living more than anything else? What would I love to do for a living more than anything else? Well, I absolutely love martial arts. I love the idea of martial arts because what martial arts brings is self-mastery, right? When you push yourself to the limits, you know how far you can go. Even when you think you're at your limits, you know you can keep going because you physically can. It's just mentally you don't want to. I absolutely love martial arts because it pushes you physically and it brings you to a point mentally where you have to dig deep to find more within you, and you always end up finding more within you to push further. Do some research and find out if anyone is making a living doing what you'd love to do. I think there's definitely people, no, 100%, there's definitely people doing what I would love to do, which is martial arts. And Anyways, let's go to the next one. I like these like critical thinking questions because it makes you think, right? And I'm a great thinker. At least that's what I think. Whoa. Alright, we'll do one more, and I gotta go to bed because I gotta wake up in the morning. When you're problem solving, do you spend more time looking for the obvious answer or the non-obvious answer? Linear thinking is obvious, and non-linear thinking is non-obvious. When you're problem solving, do you spend more time looking for the obvious answer or the non-obvious answer? I would say the first obvious answer. Linear thinking is obvious, and non-linear thinking is a non-obvious. Always look for the obvious, simple, linear solution first. That's what I do. If that doesn't work, start brainstorming the non-obvious, more complex, non-linear solutions. Okay, I'm just gonna write this one down. I'm gonna write this one down, which is, just for today, keep telling yourself that making money is simple and notice how it makes you feel. So I'm gonna write that down over here. All right. Alright guys, that's the end of the stream. I'm gonna go to bed.